What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Josh here with Josh's Lawn and Landscape. Headed out to the irrigation job, so hopefully I will be very, very close, if not done, with what needs to be wrapped up this evening, which is basically setting the heads and adjusting them. And I do have to move, we'll have to move some dirt around, just from the rain washing some of it down the hill, and you know, just the way the trencher moved it when everything was trenched out. It's just the way it goes. But so I've got the 1025 with the bucket on the truck, or on the trailer. It won't fit in the truck, but I got that on the trailer. So I'm headed out to that. I got to stop and put some gas in the truck, and then head on up there to the job and get to setting heads. And I'll kind of briefly explain that a little bit, and then talk about how to adjust them and stuff like that, hopefully. And we'll see if I can get it wrapped up. Y'all stick around. Alright, y'all, real quick, just forgot in the intro a while ago just to say thank you to all my subscribers, for everybody who's liked and commented on the videos. I always want to make sure to say that, let y'all know it. Appreciate all the support. And I just left the gas station, so I got the truck, got it gassed up and ready to go. And pick me up a little snack and a drink, something, a little protein in it. So but I want to say again, thank you to all my subs, and if you haven't yet had the opportunity, hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. And if you want to keep track of the channel, every time videos are posted, you can ring the notification bell, and I think it'll give you an option for selecting all, so anytime I post a video, you'll get a notification. And again, just want to say thank you, and we're gonna get out here and see what I can get done. Alright, y'all, you can see heads in, so all of these all the way to the front corner of the house, so these two zones here are in. So got a little bit of leveling to do. I gotta adjust them, but we'll go over there here in just a second. So you can see, this is what I'll have open, and basically you want to set the head down in here. This will have to have a little dirt, because you don't want it sitting below ground level. You want it sitting basically maybe this much of it above, just that little bit, or a little bit more, so when you put the sod down, it don't bury it too much, but it's low enough that you can cut the grass without hitting the head. So and you'll just take this and cut this line off to where the head will sit right here in the end where you want it. And these are all left stop. Basically what that means is you turn the head. If you hear it clicking, that's a good thing. Basically you turn them counterclockwise till you feel it kind of stop, and that's your set point. And they can be adjusted just simply by twisting them on around. And then you can increase or decrease your rotation with, there's a set screw in here, and your water volume again adjusted here. And that is what this tool is for. And you typically get one of these with the purchase of some of these heads and stuff and some spare nozzles. So that's kind of the basics of it, I think. And I'll try to show some more of this briefly in a minute or in a little bit, and I'll get some more of these heads in. So, alright y'all, so you can see I am installing a sprinkler head here. So basically what I do is kind of lay the pipe down in there and see where it would run up onto the barb on the bottom of the head, and then basically stand it up with my mark, cut the excess off, and then screw the head in there, and then I'll come around and actually set all of these in the ground as far as the height. And like I said, I try to make them where, as you can see, this is pretty close to the level with the ground. It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe this little part here might be sticking up a little bit, but once you put the sod down, it'll be pretty much level. So you don't have to worry about clipping it with a lawnmower. That's one thing to be sure of. Make sure you do not leave this sticking up way out of the ground, because you'll be replacing them quite often as they get taken out. And also don't bury them too low, because then you run the risk of, even though this has a flushing mechanism on it to flush water up around the head as it comes back down to kind of flush sand out, you can still get some in there and it'll chew up the gears, or just cause it to get wedged where it won't go all the way down. And if it does that, not paying attention, it could clip it off with a lawnmower also. So that's that, and I've got that one sitting there. I've got to put that one on. There's one over there and one over here in the corner, and then the only thing I've got left is this zone here, and then I'll go back over the adjustment part as far as setting the head. I can kind of do it here somewhat because this is a left stop, so I'm going to twist this around here like this. Alright, so then you come back around. That's your left. So you turn it around there like that. That's the way it would rotate around to the right. Stop. So that's roughly where I want it. I'll do the tweaking so that I can get it to throw down this side and back up along the steps to where that one's at. So this head, there's a head right there where that tall weed is. That one, this one, and this one will all get turned down, along with a couple on the other side. So trying to keep my excess pipe and stuff cleaned up, so I'll just take the box I have my sprinkler heads in and put them in there. So again, I got that one in down there in front of the tractor. I got a bucket full of dirt to help with setting the heads. And what I did here is, when you test this, there will be water in the lines if you have this crimped off. So always try to find the lowest point in each zone and open it up. It'll start to let water out. And then once you cut off, it's kind of got a vacuum on it, so you'll have to cut off like the other sprinkler head hoses, or at least open them up, take the ring off, and you can lay it down and let it run out away from where you're going to be working at, because you definitely don't want it filling up right here and you'd be working in the mud. The dry clay is bad enough. So everything, like I say, except for the heads, is good to go. So I'm going to finish setting these and those, and then I'll go over how to adjust one of the rotors and also adjust one of the sprays. So yeah, I've already got all the sprays set in. I'll show you one of those real quick. Pretty much flush with the ground. I did some rough grading, just kind of back drag with the bucket and stuff. You can see where the trench was through here. And it's kind of hard to tell, but I'll flush the dirt off of it when I open it up. But there's the spray. And again, that nozzle is closed, so when it pops up, it won't be spraying water, and I can get positioned to open it up and adjust it like I want it. So I'm going to get back on it so I can get all these in. I should be wrapping it up this evening, and if so, then I can turn in that invoice and get paid. Woohoo! Finally. But I hope y'all have enjoyed it so far. I got a little bit left to do. Go over the adjustment part with you and close it out. Stick around. Alright, y'all, real quick, gonna close this one out. Two things. One, I did get all the heads in. But two, I did not have enough light left to turn the system on and go through and adjust every part of them. So there will be one more video, and it will simply be setting the adjustment on all the heads in the system. So basically turning the system on and setting the heads to operate the way they'll operate with the timer when the system is fully functional. So I'll go over all of that in depth a little more in the next one. Hopefully this one had some good tidbits in it for you. It's kind of a hodgepodge, I think, as far as today goes, but I was in kind of a rush, and I just kind of wanted to let you see a few things that that was going on. So one note, if you notice where I had the flex pipe, I will let you know. I think I may have already done it, but just in case I didn't let you know in the previous part of the video, yeah, the lowest point in each zone is the one you want to open up first, and then set it to where it'll run away from where you're working, and then open up the other ones to let the vacuum off, and it'll let the water flow down to that low point. So I may have already mentioned that, but just wanted to double check and make sure that I put that in there as part of today's. Again, hopefully everybody has been enjoying this series. It will be coming to an end on this job, hopefully tomorrow afternoon. So a big shout out to all y'all that have been watching, and Ray over Ray's Lawn Landscape. Sorry y'all, it's like 9:30. I'm wore out. Mr. Gerald over at Clean and Green, Wild Bill, Ronaldo over at Big Sons, Johnny over at Upscales, watched some videos, Tony over at Tony's Lawn Care. I haven't shouted Tony out in a while. He did comment on one the other day. Tony's been trying to get me to set up to go to the GIE, or the Equipment Exposition, or whatever they're calling it now. But the way things are looking right now, I don't know if I'm probably not going to be able to make it this year, because I think we actually have a rescheduled family vacation the week before that. So probably not going to be able to make 2 trips like that back to back. So but Tony, if you're watching and you make it to this part of the video, if you want to leave a little early and give me a shout on, say, Facebook Messenger or something like that, shoot me a comment below, and maybe you can make a stop by somewhere near my area for a quick kind of road trip meetup. And yeah, so just a suggestion, but shout out to Tony over Tony's Lawn Care also. And I always got a shout out at this time of the evening. I always got a shout out Randall over at Elite Landscape Life Stories. So shout out to all y'all guys. And also over to I watched one of his videos today. He's another John Deere guy. David over at Hazardra Outdoors. I think it's the way he's got the channel listed. Or maybe Hazardra Lawn Care. So I'll try to tag it in the description so y'all can see what it is. But shout out to David. He's had some issues with a Skag Tiger Cat 2, I think, that he purchased, and he's actually going to be returning it and going back over to another John Deere. I think he's going with a 960M, I think is what he said. Maybe a 950M. I think he said a 960. But so I just want to give him a little plug in there. I haven't shouted him out in a while either. So David, best wishes with that, man. Hope it all works out for you. I gotta wrap this one up so I can get on the road. Y'all be safe, be kind, be blessed. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.